And you're late.
What?
You're late.
What's up, guys? Episode 3 coming at you nice and quick. We're going right into it. This is Animal Kingdom. Thank you for the love on episode 1 and 2. These are actually really fun to make. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button. That is the post notification button. That's going to let you know every time I post a video. So make sure you guys turn that on, and we're going to get right into this episode and talk about my day at Animal Kingdom. Let's go.
Besides, this is my kingdom. If I don't fight for it, who will?
So the first thing to talk about, similar to Magic Kingdom, they redid the Tram Entrance. So they have all new layout. The whole opening area is new, beautiful greenery. The landscape is really well done. The pavement all looks really new because they've just opened up recently. It all seems to flow very well. And then we get to the temperature screening. So as you can see, it's all really nicely laid out, very clean, very well done. Again, just similar to Magic Kingdom, very light foot traffic.
I can't go back.
Ah, you're an outcast. That's great. So are we.
This is the opening Animal Kingdom kind of ticketing center. Animal Kingdom is my favorite park only because for some reason I've always loved kind of the jungle vibe. Their design of the park, making you really feel like you're in the Animal Kingdom, so cool. Just this opening walk-in, as you go through there and you have all these big trees and all these big rocks and all that, it's definitely my favorite. The fact that you go through this jungle and then you come out into this beautiful open walkway of Animal Kingdom right here is crazy. One thing I will say about the parks, I didn't have an interaction with a bad employee. Everyone was happy to be there. Everyone would wave at you. Everyone would ask you how you are. Stay safe. Just have smiles on their face, even though some of them have that face shield and the face mask. Big shouts to all the Disney workers that are keeping a smile on their face. This is the tree of life in Animal Kingdom. My first look at it in a while. Again, just super, it's just light foot traffic because of this reservation system, so it's very nice to be able to just walk in, and it allows for more distancing, which is amazing. When you go in straight towards the tree life and you go to the right, kind of towards Dino Land, this is kind of the foot traffic along there. We're heading into Dino Land. Dinosaur was going to be our first ride of the day. When we got there, it was very sunny, and then throughout the day it changed on us, so we'll talk about that when it gets to that point. But yeah, we're heading across the bridge into Dino Land, and they've recently announced that they're not bringing back the, hold on, I'm gonna do some Googling. Alright, so after Googling a little bit, the biggest one that I was trying to address when filming this was Primeval World, which is my girlfriend's favorite ride. It's kind of that old school fair type of ride where you just sit in that cart and it really jolts you around the track. It's a lot of fun. It feels like it's going to fall over all the time, which is honestly my biggest fear. But it's kind of sad to see it go because it feels like one of those staple rides in the park. Another thing about Dino Land is that entire playground for the kids. Not sure the specific name, but it is closed, obviously due to the coronavirus. Now we're getting into Dinosaur. This is our first ride of the day. Dinosaur. Yeah, this is one of my favorite movies growing up, so comment if you like Dinosaur when you were younger, or if you still like it now, because I still like it now. I just haven't seen it in a while. Dinosaur was a 5-minute wait, and it stayed true to that. We didn't get caught waiting for it to be cleaned. Walked into the queue, walked down the stairs. She asked us how many, and we got sent into our row, which we actually got first row in that ride. We had a great time riding it. The classic big dinosaur in front of the Dino Land entrance area, still kicking. Then we're heading over towards Mount Everest, which this shot that you're seeing, looking at it from this angle, you see that the sun's out, the Mount Everest over the bridge. Once we got a little closer, we started to realize that it was running, but there's no one on it, so brought up some concern. It's getting even closer to Everest. You can see pretty spread out. You got the tape on the ground for the lines. And then, like I said in the first episode, Hollywood Studios, these covered the little gift shops or the little snack shops that are kind of closed off, or even some of the bigger shops. Those are kind of the things that make it feel like I'm not in the magic. They make it feel like it feels like a reminder that we're still not in a normal world, which we aren't, but still good to be at Disney anyway. So when we walked up to Everest, there was no one in line. There were 2 employees standing outside of it, which, as you know, usually isn't a good sign. So we approached them and said, "Is it open?" And they said it is not currently open. They were hoping to have it reopened before the end of the day. We moved on, and we're gonna come back to it. So we kept trotting throughout the park, and this is another shot I got of it. No, this is the monkeys, dude. Pause. Comment down below what your favorite animal is at Animal Kingdom. Mine is all the monkeys. It could be the monkeys. I'm gonna say primates. It could be the monkeys. It could be the apes. This is my favorite family of animal in general. So anytime I go to these parks, I love to watch the monkeys and the primates. So to take the time away from the rides and go to see some of the animals. It's very cool. I love the shot of this monkey in between these two trees. This is right as you walk into the building. I think you go through it to get to the aviary. But you walk in and there's kind of that horseshoe layout of the tanks. And this one was the one right in there to the left. So I got to check out on him. Nope, I lied. This was right in the beginning of the bat section. They were kicking it, hanging upside down and stuff. The tiger was out. He was up to the left of the glass. He was just taking a nap, which was really cool. I think this is in the aviary now, I believe. Aviary, and we were looking at all the birds in here. This bird, here's a funny story. So like I just said, a lot of the birds just like weren't camera friendly. They would all like fly away within like 2 seconds of filming them. So I came up to this one bird. There were 2 big birds up on this broken piece of wall, and I start to film. The 2 birds are on the rock, and I start to film them, and I get attacked. He flies literally straight at me, inches from my lens. And I filmed this little guy because I don't know if this is how he is. I don't know, but he looks like he can't walk right, and it made me very sad. This is outside on the big primate exhibit. They were out and about after sleeping for the first time I went by, and you kind of got to see him jump down. The tree of life here, which is that staple that you can see when you're kind of walking around the park. Now you can see, okay, so this is the point of the day where like the sunny part kind of went away and it started to get a little cloudy. So that's the sun going away from us. This is where it starts to get a little cloudy. This is the eating area, which was deserted, completely deserted. The Harambe market over in that area. On the right, you can see 2 trash cans, which, as I was saying in the Hollywood Studios one, this park didn't have the COVID warning on as many of the trash cans. It was definitely a less popular thing, but they were still on some of them. Also, the gift shops and the gift shops and the food areas all, instead of just having all doors open, come and go as you please. There's an entrance only and there's an exit only, and there are people standing at both to kind of wave you through or wave you, hi, please go around this way, for the entrance and exit only. This is where we're heading into the Gorilla Falls exhibit. I was very excited. I'm very hyped. I love the gorillas. They're my favorite animal. Now we're in another bird thing. I don't know if this is the aviary or if the other one is, but yeah, I got a few shots of the birds here, which are very cool. Very cool animals. Timon, Lion King, shout out. Leave a like for Lion King. We finished with the meerkats. They closed the gorilla exhibit and they asked us to rewalk. They asked us to walk out of the Gorilla Falls trail. The rain is starting to come in. It's starting to get gray in the skies. There's still sun poking through, but it's mostly gray. And then as we got out of the Gorilla Falls and we went to the main walkway of the park, it got dark. So we need to find shelter. So we headed to the Lion King show as our goal for escape, but we got stuck and we waited it out under this bridge. Once it lightened up, we headed over to the Lion King, and again, they were closed. I asked if it would be open at all that day, and they said no. Not sure why, probably because of COVID. So then we headed into one of my favorite parts of the park, Pandora. We rode it was very well. I think after every ride they clean it, so it just takes an extra second when you're waiting in the queue after you watch the Avatar briefing, and then they wave you in, they set you down, and each party gets their own row. Walked by this Lion King. Leave a like if you guys are fans of Lion King. I love Lion King. Then it started raining again as we headed into Asia. We were going to check back in on Everest, but we kind of expected it to be closed anyway, which it was. Got this beautiful shot of Everest against the river right there. Headed back through Discovery Island, and then we headed out of the park as it was still raining, and our day just kind of felt rained out. We were there for a little while to see all the animals, and we hung out around each of the exhibits for a certain amount of time, so it was very fun. Again, I didn't have a bad interaction with any of the cast members, which is something I take into account highly of, because it's hot, it's muggy, you have to wear a face shield, you have to wear a mask, even if you're not wearing them. Just working there all day, personally, it would be hard to keep a smile on my face all day, but I didn't have a bad interaction with any of the cast members, so that pretty much wraps up Animal Kingdom. Not really sure how long this video is until I edit it, but I hope you guys stuck around. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for the love on episode 1 and 2. Episode 4 is coming. It is Epcot, but I might have to do it in a different format. Please, hello, I'm filming. Thank you. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Check out my vlogs if you haven't seen those yet. They'll be in the end screens. Make sure you click on those and go check out some of those. Also have cinematic type videos. My favorite one is Solidarity. I promoted it in last video. Don't have to say much. Go check it out. My girlfriend and I did tie-dye shirts and bleach shirts for the 4th of July, which is also our anniversary. So make sure you go check that vlog out, and I'll see you guys next time.